Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and to the honorable judges. Before I start my speech, I would like to ask a question. What is success? When we are talking about a person who is successful, we are typically talking about someone who has millions of dollars in their bank account, someone who has power, or a person who is in charge of an entire nation. But if you ask someone who fits in the common definition of success, most of them will say that success is not what makes them feel accomplished. For example, the former British Prime Minister Winston Churchill once said, "Success is going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." Now, of course, there are many interpretations of the word success, but for me, success is when I'm able to do something wonderful, to do something great, and are trusted by other people to do so, and I'm able to do the job well. But what should I do to achieve my success? Praying every day without doing anything, maybe cheating on every math test, or maybe getting knowledge. Well, if you answered getting knowledge, obviously you are correct. But what should we do to get knowledge? Now, what most people forget is that to get knowledge, we need to read. And as the younger generations, we would also get a large amount of knowledge by knowing other people's experience. And one way to know other people's experience is by reading. Researchers also found out that reading will not only have a positive impact for people's future, but also for their health and religious reasons. People who read more tend to have a healthier cognitive and a decreased risk of getting Alzheimer, dementia, and other brain degeneration diseases, because by reading, our brains will get its nutrition that it needs. Our brain's association area will also grow and get denser, which will make it easier for us to link one information or theory to the other. Another research from the University of Edinburgh also showed the connection between early reading skills at the age of 7 and their later socio-economic life. Now, of course, there are real-life proofs and evidence to reading making people successful. In fact, people who we know today as famous or successful in their career got their success because of reading. For example, the CEO of both Tesla Incorporated and SpaceX, Elon Musk, who reads science fiction novels for up to 10 hours a day when he was only 10 years old. Next, there's the co-founder and the former CEO of Microsoft Corporation, Bill Gates, who reads 50 books a year. That's more than one book a week. And finally, on my example, is the current CEO of Microsoft Corporation, Satya Nadella, who reads poems almost all day within his work. He states that by reading poems, he feels like he is doing the summary of coding on a computer program. Now, it's not just them. From what I've learned from my past experience, reading makes a huge part of my success. For example, I was elected by the city government to become the spokesman on the education team to represent my city, Surabaya, to attend the 2018 Asian Youth Education Forum in Busan, South Korea. I was proud. I felt happy when I was able to meet these hundreds, if not thousands, of participants from 5 different Asian countries at the event. I was also elected by my whole school to become the school's environment ambassador. The teachers trusted me on the so-called job because I know how to explain about the school's environment anytime they want me to. I was able to make a device which recycles the wasted energy from a conventional fan. I wouldn't have been able to do all of those things without the help of reading. So what I could conclude in my speech here is that there's a huge connection between success and reading. Secondly, become an engaged reader, not just a reader. And finally, knowing that our own success, our nation's success, and so do other things rely on reading. We should know that as the younger generations, we should continue reading. So keep reading, everybody, because today a reader, tomorrow a leader. Thank you very much.